Hey Nash, what should we make?
I saw Nikita Fair make healthy slow cooker queso chicken burritos that look pretty good. Let's try making those.
All right, let's make Nikita's healthy queso chicken burritos. Welcome back to Chaos Kitchen, where we cook things to figure out if it's worth it, so maybe you don't have to. Everything we make here at Chaos Kitchen is not always healthy, obviously, but I'm always looking for good, healthy recipes. So I happened upon Nikita recently. He makes a lot of high protein, healthy stuff you can meal prep. So you can make like 10 meals at a time, throw a bunch in the freezer, heat them up when you need them, et cetera, et cetera. So I saw this recipe of his for a slow cooker queso chicken burrito.
We're making queso chicken burritos that have 60 grams of protein each and make incredible meal prep that you can stock your freezer with.
And I thought, hey, that looks good. Sounds pretty healthy. Let's give it a try. So without further ado, let's go. All right, so to our slow cooker, we add a bunch of chicken breasts, 2 ounces or 1 packet of taco seasoning, or whatever seasoning you want to use. Go for it. The juice of 1 lime, and 1 can of diced hatch green chilies. And I'm just gonna kind of spread some of this out a little bit. Then we put a lid on this guy, and we let it cook either on high for 2 to 3 hours or low for 4 to 6. So I gotta go do some stuff. So we're gonna do the low for 4 to 6. I'll check it. I'll let you know how long it takes when we come back. But for now, we wait. Then while our chicken is cooking, we gotta make some rice. So since this is a healthy recipe, I'm gonna go with what I usually do when I'm making like my protein bowls or whatever. It's 2 parts white rice, 1 part lentils, and 1 part quinoa. So that way you get some extra protein and some extra fiber, and honestly, you just cook it the same way you cook rice, and it tastes pretty darn good. Just the same, if not even a little bit better, and you get all those added benefits. Then we go ahead and add our water. And like I said, you cook this mixer the exact same way you would cook normal rice. So we put our lid on and hit our button, and then we wait. And once our chicken is done, then we just want to go ahead and shred it. You could use a hand mixer. You could use 2 forks, whatever works. Honestly, if it's tender enough, you could probably just use a spoon, like I am doing right now. Once your chicken's getting close to done, then we go ahead and grate some mozzarella cheese. We want about 2 cups total, so it's probably gonna take this whole block. Scratch that, half the block should be fine. And we want to grate some pepper jack, about 3 ounces. Now the original recipe called for fat-free cheese on both, but fat-free cheese kind of sucks. So we're just going with some low-fat cheese. Well, low-fat on the mozzarella, just regular on the pepper jack. Yeah, it adds a few more calories, but your food has to taste good. And we can find a happy medium, you know? Then we need to make our queso. I think the cottage cheese in everything craze has gotten a little out of hand. Cottage cheese doesn't belong in everything. However, it is a good source of protein, an easy way to bulk it up. So something like a queso sauce, cottage cheese is a perfectly good option for. So we're gonna put in 3 cups of cottage cheese. Whoops. Yeah, probably a better way to do that. A half a cup of milk. And again, you use fat-free. I have I think that's 1% because that's what I have. And then a half a cup of enchilada sauce. Use the red. And then a packet or 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning and a little bit of hot sauce. I'm using El Yucateco, the red. Not a sponsor, but you could be. Then we put our lid on this guy, put it on our base, and we blend. Okay, with our chicken all shredded and cooking away, we go ahead and add our mozzarella cheese, our pepper jack. This made a lot of sauce, so I'm just gonna do like half the sauce for now, and a few tablespoons of pico de gallo. And then we just get that all mixed in. And then we just let this cook until the cheese all melts. All right, so now we got to assemble. I like the high fiber, low carb tortillas. These guys are kind of my go-to, but they're kind of small. So I wanted this to be like a decent sized burrito. So these are the ones I found. I think there's 4 net carbs per tortilla, so not too shabby. A little heat, you know the drill. You gotta warm up your tortillas, and you can kind of do that any way you want. You could microwave them. You could do it in a pan. They make tortilla warmers, so if you want to go that route, go for it. But I just kind of like doing it over fire. So we're just gonna throw this. We'll just throw this guy on the fire. We got a little breakage there. Oh well, it'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. And we just need to warm them up so they're a little bit more pliable. That's all we're trying to do here. So we throw down some of our rice here. Then I'm just gonna do a little drizzle of our sauce on top of the rice. Make a mess. And we put our chicken slop on top. That actually looks pretty good. Pretty good. And then we just roll this up like a normal tortilla, like a normal burrito. There we go. Look at that. Okay. Then we just wash, rinse, and repeat. Then into a hot pan, we throw our guys in seam side down. You don't want them to burn or stick, so I just like to move them around a little bit. And then we flip them over. And here's one of our guys. We're just gonna cut them open and see what happens. That looks pretty good, actually. And there we have our high protein chicken queso burritos. And it's time for a bite. Cheers. You know, it's not the best chicken burrito I've ever made. It's not the best chicken burrito I've ever had, but honestly, for a pretty healthy chicken burrito, packing about 60 grams of protein and coming in somewhere around 500 calories, and this was super easy to make, and it makes like, it probably make about 10. I only made 3, but I didn't use everything, so, and you can freeze these, so if you're trying to meal prep, I'd say this is a huge winner for a healthy burrito, because to make it better, we would have had to make it a lot more unhealthy. Definitely go try this. It's healthy, but it still packs a ton of flavor, and honestly, it'd be even better if we use some of that dipping sauce. Definitely try it, because it's a great, healthy option that still packs a ton of flavor and makes you feel like you're eating good. Out of 10. That's what I think, but hey, let's see what Nash thinks. Hey, bud, how you doing?
I'm good, man. And I have another joke for you. Why are dogs bad at dancing?
I don't know. Why?
Because they have 2 left feet.
That's horrible. Well, check it out. We made these high-protein chicken burritos you wanted. And of course, we made you a dog-friendly version, so here you go. What do you think?
That's pretty darn good. That's the most flavor I've ever gotten from a healthy burrito. 9 out of 10 would eat it again.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
You'll seldom experience regret for anything that you've done. It is what you haven't done that will torment you.
Nash approves, I approve. Look, this is a perfect intersection of flavor and deliciousness, but also healthy. So I highly recommend this one. This is definitely something I will probably be making again. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you all. Love you all. If you wouldn't mind taking a second, go like, share, comment, subscribe, hype, hit the bell for notifications. If there's anything you want me to make, you want me and Nash to taste, go ahead and drop that down in the comments. And hey, if you like this video, go check out some of our other healthy videos right here. And just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Until next time, be good and peace.